Alright guys, we're on our last job of the day. Empty house, as you can tell from the previous portion of the video. Adam has been in the other rooms cleaning those out. And I'm in the main living room. So he's taken care of 2 bedrooms already. And I'm working on the last one here, so he's jumping into the master bedroom, taking care of that. This is why I like having a strong machine. So when we have jobs like this that we can split up and conquer the whole thing, it allows us to finish anywhere between 30 minutes to an hour on average sooner, depending of course on the size of the job. So right now we're each running 2 50-foot lengths of vacuum line, which is usually where I max out my length of hoses that I want to use so I don't lose too much vacuum and lift. So I have the machine on full blast right now, so when you're running 2 wands, it makes up for most of the difference when you're doing dual wanding. So I still have good suction. When I run it on high like this, it's almost as good as single wanding it on medium speed. I guess you could just say it, put it that way. So that's a nice thing, is I don't lose much suction at all, and I always do dry passes. If you've been watching my videos, you know that. Regardless if I'm running 150-foot line with a single wand, or in this case 200 total feet of vacuum line on high with dual wands. I mean, this is still not the easiest to push, but if you start to go into 300 feet of hose between the 2 of us, you start to lose some CFMs and lift. And I personally don't like to risk losing enough to where it takes longer for people to get dry carpet. So I like to kind of stick with my standards as far as time, but I mean, you can tell it's still pretty strong. And this job isn't really bad, there's just some pet odor, which the carpet, of course, got pre-treated with some Unchained. It's hard to tell because of the light coming in from the back of the home here, but the area closest to the fireplace and all that was the darkest, because they had a couch sitting in the general vicinity of where I'm at, to the left of the wand. And so visual appearance of the carpet was naturally a little darker over here. And from what I can see, sorry, it's hard to tell with the lighting, but it's all starting to blend together, which is great. It's exactly what any client would be looking for, but especially this one, since it was a rental, so he obviously wants to take care of it, give it back to the landlord tip-top shape. Very grateful to have earned their business. Hopefully we'll be able to service them in their new place in the future. So for those of you who watched the last video, when I first uploaded it, I apologize. I guess when I put the clips together, I didn't click on the one that had the car seats in it. So I did re-upload that. So if you didn't notice that, please go back and check that out if you were wanting to see that. Somebody pointed it out to me, so thank you. Sorry for that inconvenience. I thought I had clicked on it. Apparently when I transitioned to editing mode, it didn't get added. So it is re-uploaded, which kind of stinks because I think it wasn't there that long, but I think there was a little over 100 views on the video already and a couple comments. And I just thought it was right that I took that one off and re-uploaded it because I wanted to keep the jobs I did closer together in the videos. So that way, if I say something like in this video, like today's jobs was one in Modesto and this one here in Oakdale, that if I threw that in there and it was in a completely different city, or I said what day it is, and it wouldn't line up. I guess that's the logic I was using this morning. So sorry about that, bear with me. I didn't have my cup of coffee yet. But yes, that's been re-uploaded. The video is, I think, just shy of 2 minutes that I added. I put it on the front of the video of that upload, if I remember right. And the guy that I played it for, he actually took some video of this himself and tagged us on Instagram, so thank you for that. Tagging us when we do work for you, leaving us a review on Google or Facebook, any of them really, preferably Google is what I like the most, because it seems to have the best effect on people. As they see our good reviews, and they tend to give us a call based on that. So I am very grateful for the people that do leave us reviews, because it makes a huge difference in a small business. It makes us look like we stack up against either long-term businesses or big name businesses that have been around for a while as well. So people are more apt to give a smaller company a shot at earning their business when they have a solid review base. So when you like a place, definitely try and give your feedback, because it really does help a business out. I know a lot of times if we dislike something, we're more apt to say it than we are if we like something or leave a review. So consider it, you go to a restaurant or any business at all, if they provide a great service, a great job, or whatever it may be, take a minute to leave them a review, because you're helping them significantly when they get all those reviews up, because then people don't question them, because they're like, wow, they have tons of positive reviews. And then they just call and make an appointment or go out to eat at that location, not questioning the prices or the quality, because you see so many of those reviews. And I got some restaurants here in town, especially this year being with the COVID-19 and all that stuff. There's this burger place that had literally opened for probably 2 weeks, and then the shutdown happened. I felt so bad. Luckily, they had to-go orders that they could do. So my wife and I ordered from them, and sure enough, I mean, I was happy to hear that they've made really good burgers, and I enjoyed them, so I left them a review to help them out. Well, I actually looked them up not that long ago for their phone number because we were considering getting food from them again. And they, mind you, they just opened up like right before the shutdown happened. I don't remember the exact date. Right before that in 2020 here. And I think they have like over 400 reviews already with like a 4.6 or 4.8 rating. So, and they have outside seating right now. You can eat outside. And I live pretty close to them, and they're constantly looking busy out there, which is great to see because they need it. So sorry I went on this little tangent about reviews, but they really do make or break a business in some aspects, you know, until somebody sees through all the nonsense and actually goes and tries it for themselves. And then they're like, oh, it was actually really good. I don't know what this person was saying, but maybe they're having an off night or whatever. You know, sometimes that happens at restaurants. I've gone places and it's like, wow, this was good. And then the next time it was like, it was all right. And then I go back again and I'm like, oh, this is really good. It happens. People make mistakes. But yeah, anyways, don't mind my review tangent there, but it does make all the difference. So it's kind of hard to see the transition. This carpet wasn't that dirty in the first place. It is a little tough to push through one-handed, even with the dual wanding right now. The suction's still doing a fantastic job of keeping up with both wands. So now that this portion of the video is over 12 minutes, I'm gonna keep this going because it's almost 5 o'clock now. Long day, great day. Some things happened, and then we filled a spot this morning with a job that came in randomly. Earned a new client. They ended up feeling like we over-delivered what their expectations were. So I'm very grateful that we were able to get their carpet to clean up past what they were expecting. And so yeah, they said they're going to have us back in 6 or so months to maintain it. So that's wonderful. But I gotta say again, guys, thank you so much. If you watched this far, leave a comment below. What was your favorite part? What's your favorite part of the process of the cleaning? Is it the vacuuming, the CRB, rinsing and extracting? And I know there's some of you out there that love raking. Tell me below, what's your favorite part? What is your favorite part of the cleaning process? Now, I know you guys know that I don't always rake the carpet. It's not always necessary. As long as you do good dry passes and everything, it's not going to make a huge difference on dry time when you rake it out. But like I've said before, if I'm Scotch guarding the carpet, guaranteed to rake it because I don't want to leave my footprints in it. And when you're dealing with an empty house that's either being sold or rented out to somebody else, I've come to find out that most people prefer this look because it incites that it has been freshly cleaned and it's ready to be moved in. So that's what a lot of people around here like to see. I've heard that from different real estate agents. But if it gets requested to rake it out, no doubt I'll rake it out. No questions asked, no additional charge, no problem. So that's it for today. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna get this last little portion finished up because I think Adam's about done. Guess he is, he's doing a little dance. Thanks, guys. All right, here's what we got out of and under the CRB. Look at all this stuff. Yikes. Even after vacuuming, you still get pet hair and stuff to pop up. This is why you basically see me CRBing on every job, because that is pretty gnarly. Then I also take off the brushes and clean them separately too. So the brushes usually don't look too bad, but this is what gets stuck up in there until it gets really, really bad, and then that's when you guys see it kick stuff out periodically. But today, there was a lot of pet dander, and that's what I got.